characteristics of effective instruction, which is the START model. We also want you to come away with the idea that you're already doing most of these things. So it's nothing new to you. It's just a new way to kind of monitor what you're doing with your students. And we are specifically focusing in on the last T of the START model, which is teaching for learner differences.
To alleviate the effects of the, anyone? The Great Depression, passed the, anyone? The tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which, anyone raised or lowered? Raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United
dealing with you have kids.
Yes.
You have kids.
I do have
You have
some.
kids. She has
John.
kids.
I wish I had John.
My thing about riding a bike without training wheels and how some kids you hold the bike for one run and then they got it. And some other kids you hold the bike for 20 times the average kid and they still don't get it. Now,
some have
yes, so for the kid that doesn't get it, do parents just say, here you go, here's your one try, there you go, see you later? No, usually they work with them every day and try and
one
get
skill,
what they're supposed to do.
a couple times you might hit another skill 5 or 6 times in the same reading, so that presents a problem. But I think small groups in any kind of scenario will help you with this.
Or students that really don't have the potential to ever understand. You know what I mean? When you feel like there's a kid that's lost his life, do you feel like they just need to explain it away? More so than you've got a third of the class that's just never getting it.
They're actually finding physical evidence of that happening with these little chemical plumes and little sprouts. And then once it makes that connection, it's our job to strengthen that connection so it happens faster and faster. And then from that cell, more connections can, so we're actually physically creating these brain webbing. And I just think that's amazing. But for reading, which is what I say, you want to actually say and they write those words down, computer. So this text tag is one way they can just one shot it out of here, and then they can share with the group, or they can share with me. I mean, there were some outlines.
What did you call it?
They call it text tag.
Tagging?
included, did not make some vocabulary. Did that help? I don't know. Something that
All right.
what's happening in school, what are we doing to re-engage them in that process?
But that is, understands they flunk one test, but then, like she said, they get 4 4s and a 2, they get a B+. Somebody else that gets, you know, I don't think you should grade them for the failure.
It's about. I was in 5th grade. We brought a computer home. We had to have a computer guy come over and set up our first Apple IIe, like everything. Now you can buy a computer, put a disc in, and it says yes, no, and you set your entire computer up, and everything's right there on the screen. So if we're being raised where I know nothing about a computer other than power, and I can't connect to the wireless internet, and it tells you to either unplug it, reset, or hit fix problem or whatever it is, you know, repair, then what these students shouldn't have to like, everything's right at their fingertips. As far as, I mean, everything is right there for them. You buy an iPod Touch and it's got setup directions right there on the screen. So kids, everything's like very self-sufficient in the fact of they do it once and then everything they've done is always do it once and it's on to the next. Your computer is officially set up. It's good to go from now on. So they go through a set of homework and they may not have learned it, but they've gone through it once. And maybe it's technology driving our thought process of these kids. Like, if I don't learn it, I can always just hit reset. Our PlayStation mentality. Oh, I died, reset. Or I lost, reset.
I think it's learning how to utilize the resources that are available to you.
You don't have to plan ahead as much when you have something like that.
I just think about, I remember when we got our first radar range. It wasn't a microwave, it was a radar range. And my grandmother was appalled that you didn't have to think farther in advance about what you were going to be cooking. That's just the realities of life, that how technology has changed our lives. And I think about some of the things that we make our students do, and I think if they can Google it, why are we making them learn this? How can we bring them to the next level if it's right at their fingertips?
What should everyone know? What are those things that everyone just should, the things that you should know? Yeah, the common, yeah. So who decides that and all that? So.
Right, but I feel everyone should be